kind of getting too dark and everything, but anyway, look, I'm not very good with words, so I wrote down a few things here, and I wanted to share those with my future, just kind of with my family, my future family, just as a journal. So basically, this out here is a journal to I'm just gonna read it straight from the phone, but this is a journal to my children. I've been blessed with the opportunity to explore New Zealand, so I guess I'll share some of these moments while I'm sitting out here. So, a journal to my children. I'm exploring New Zealand, and I want to write to my kids and to my grandchildren and further on. I'm in a very unique time in life right now. This is the stage where I just welcomed into the world a child, my first son, Jagger. Life is fleeting, and what a unique time in that I'm still fairly young. And even more so, my new child is just a baby. I realize he will grow up and become a man one day, so it's worth documenting and taking note of who I am during this stage. It's worth it to remember these times because life moves fast. So while I'm here, I'll talk about some of my first memories of the start of life with Jagger. I'll discuss some of the key points throughout his early stages, throughout his beginning. Jagger was born from me and my wife Lauren, who have always had a uniquely strong relationship that happened from the moment we met. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we've had a strong relationship even from the beginning. What I'm trying to say to my son Jagger is that Jagger coming into the world feels like fate. If you believe in a higher power or God, it seems like it was meant to be. We don't know why Jagger came when he did, but he came at a moment with me and Lauren. He came in a moment where I don't know how to describe it, but he just came at a unique time where we had just gotten married, and we had a lot of passion and love. I mean, we had literally just gotten married, and Jagger came to that world. So the timing of it feels like it was meant to be. It feels like it was meant to be. As a side note, Lauren and my relationship at that point had been forged through fire, and that we had been through hard and good times, but we had just gotten married, and Jagger coming into that world, it has been a big blessing. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is it does feel like God or some kind of higher power sent our child and our children to us. So the next point is that Jagger was, just as this is just a story about my son Jagger. Jagger was a big eater from the moment we first met, from the moment he was first born. The first time I fed him, so as a story, the first time I fed Jagger was in the hospital, and he was supposed to have 2 to 5 millimeters of formula, and he ended up eating. The nurse gave me the bottle, and I gave it to Jagger, and Jagger ended up eating like 16 millimeters right off the bat. So I guess the point is that from the beginning, Jagger has always been someone who eats a lot of food. And anyway, at that moment though, the nurse was shocked, and we had to watch Jagger the next few hours to make sure he wasn't going to throw up, and that he wasn't going to, get hurt the very first day he was born. So anyway, alright, so the next point is that my son Jagger is the islands of Jagger, the islands of Hawaii are the very first place he is known. So Jagger, he was born, and the very first place he stepped outside the hospital was right next to Kahana Bay. And although I live in the islands, unlike my son, I'm not a person who knows what it's like to live in Hawaii from the start of life. Jagger will have that opportunity. That's something that's unique to Jagger and also to our daughter, so it's a unique thing. The next point I'm making is that Jagger's mother has always closely and very passionately watched over and protected her child and her son. It's from my opinion that he's very blessed to have a mother who so readily cares for her child, but she also doesn't try to control her son. The next point is that Jagger, from the start of his life, has seen many amazing things. He took his first flight at only a few weeks old. I think he was about 3 to 6 weeks old, and we went to Lihue, Kauai. He's been in some of the most beautiful places on earth from a very young age. including Waimea Valley, the mountains of Salt Lake City. He went sailing just at a couple months old. He traveled to California. From the beginning, he has been surrounded by much. From the beginning, Jagger has been surrounded by much beauty. So moving forward, I want to say that being a father, this is not a point about Jagger, but it's just as a side note about being a father. So being a father does bring new purpose to life. As a quick example, a man might go being by himself day in and day out, and then you have a child, and all of a sudden you have a tribe around you. Having a tribe creates loyalty and creates strong relationships that can help carry us all forward. My new son Jagger gives me a new purpose, and I protect him. I watch his back and I teach him all he needs to know. And then as another note, I want to say that with my daughter Soul entering the world, you are welcome here. We will care for you and we will love you. Finally, I guess I'll pass on the lesson to my children, and that's a lesson of appreciation of the world, appreciation of the beauty in this world. That's one reason why I've been out here in New Zealand, is just because I have a deep passion and deep love for nature. And I'm very blessed to be able to come here and to experience this amazing place. And this is something that makes me very happy. And I guess my word of wisdom is that I hope whatever you do, that you can find joy and happiness in whatever that is, whether that's like, watching the sunset or enjoying art or getting out in nature like me, or the ocean or music, whatever it is. I hope you're able to appreciate the things that are around you, because there's a lot of beauty in this world. And if you can learn to appreciate that and to value that beauty, that's a gift worth a lot. Anyway, that's all I really gotta say. Love you all much, and it's a very unique time in my life, and it's a very unique time in Lauren's life. And we are blessed to have Jagger in our life, and blessed to have Soul. And life is just happening very fast, So that's all I gotta say though right now. So this is just like a quick journal entry to hopefully to my children or whoever else watches this. Just wanted to document kind of the first things that are kind of the new things that are going on. That's it. That's all I gotta say. So thank you for your time.